he gets interrupted by Bron Breakker, so they kind of just have an exchange of words back and forth, because they have family ties to WWE, obviously. And so Bron hits him like, hey, I didn't even have to use who my dad is, who my uncle is. I didn't have to do any of that to get to where I am, unlike you. And then Jey comes back with a more serious tone, which I am thankful for, because, brother, I cannot handle another yeet filled promo from him. I can't do it. I just can't.
It was pretty. I thought it was a good promo.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, obviously.
I thought it was one of his better, a good Jey Uso one where it could show that he is an actual serious person.
And that's the thing, is like, I'm glad that this is happening, because I was gonna, I'm like, all right, if he's gonna feud with Bron Breakker, he needs to have more serious tone to him. It can't just be what he's been doing. Like, yeah, that's great when you're trying to hype up the crowd and like get people excited and blah blah blah, but that's not going to work when you want people to take you seriously in a feud, especially for a singles title that you've never won. No, we can't be hearing yeet and doing all this and like pandering to the crowd. You can't do that. So I thought that was good. And of course he hit him where it hurts a little bit, which I still think was like low-hanging fruit, but people were really in love with the whole line about his, short football career or whatever. And
that's like, just an easy
that's what I'm saying. It's low-hanging fruit.
You see, but okay, you're right. It is low-hanging fruit. And it, to me, when the crowd's over ooh and ah at that type of comment, it's like, as two people in this yard of streams that are very familiar with the NFL and football and professional sports, like, it's just not that bad of a dig, like,
well, especially when you consider how many other ex-NFL players are in the WWE. Isn't Roman one too? Like,
Roman's one, Brock was one,
Baron Corbin,
Gunther's favorite wrestler was one.
Yeah, and I know. See, like, that was more of like, that could be kind of considered low-hanging fruit against Bret Hart, but who the hell is going to say that to Bret Hart? You know what I mean? So like, you kind of give that credit a little bit more to Gunther than you would say to like Jey Uso doing this. But it definitely worked, obviously, because Braun came out and attacked him at the end of the show during the main event.
That spear was fucking incredible.
That's what's amazing to me, right? So we've talked about how Jey Uso is not the greatest in-ring performer, that he kind of is a guy that has 3 moves of doom, and that's fine, because plenty of people make a lot of money doing that, and John Cena is one of my favorites, and that's a moniker that was given to him a long time ago. But when he speared Braun, I wanted to be like, bro, we cannot act like your spear is better than Bron Breakker's spear. Okay.
I liked how he came back. I was like, okay, Jey Uso is not messing around. I like that part of it. Like, okay, he's using his spear.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm like, maybe you shouldn't use your spear when you're going against a guy with a better one. But
it's the battle of the spears. We're gonna see what happens.
It's gonna be. So I'm excited about the match. I mean, I think that Breakker's gonna win. I don't think there's any chance that Jey wins, but I think it still could be a good match. I'm hopeful that it's a good match, because I was a little bit nervous about it, because there's such an age gap and such a difference in wrestling style. But at least now I feel like I'm a little bit more invested in it storyline wise than just being like, oh, Jey won a tournament to be the #1 contender. Like, there's actual heat there. So it's a little bit more interesting to buy into.